I checked the camera 3 times. Nobody entered the room, but something inside kept moving. Nobody entered the room, but something moved. It started with a chair. Just a chair. I remember clearly I had pushed it all the way under my desk before leaving for work. I always did. It was one of those habits you don't think about until it's wrong. That day had been long, exhausting. The kind of day where your mind drifts even when you're awake. I remember locking the door behind me that morning, pausing for a second like I always did. Scanning the room, everything in place. Order. Control. When I got back that evening, something felt off before I even turned on the lights. You ever walk into a room and feel like it's been disturbed? Not messy, not broken. Just wrong. I flipped the switch, and there it was. The chair pulled out. Not much. Just enough. At first, I didn't think anything of it. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I was distracted. Maybe... no. I don't forget things like that. Still, I forced myself to laugh it off. Dropped my keys. Closed the door. Locked it. But my eyes kept drifting back to that chair. The apartment was silent. Too silent. No TV noise from neighbors. No footsteps upstairs. Just stillness. I walked over slowly, touched the chair. It was slightly angled, not how I leave it. Never. I pushed it back under the desk. Carefully. Perfectly aligned. I even stepped back to check. Straight. Centered. Correct. There, I muttered to myself. See? Nothing. But my voice sounded smaller than usual. That night, I couldn't sleep. Not fully. Every little sound stretched. The fridge hum turned into a low vibration. The ticking clock echoed. Even my own breathing felt intrusive. At 2:17 a.m., I heard it. A soft scrape. Not loud. Not aggressive. Just deliberate. Like wood. Slowly dragging across the floor. My eyes opened instantly. I didn't move. Didn't breathe. Scrape. Posa. Scrape. It was coming from the living room. I sat up. Slowly, heart pounding so hard I could feel it in my throat. "Hello?" I called out. Silence. I stepped out of bed, each footstep careful, controlled. The hallway was dark. Shadows stretched longer than they should. I reached the living room and froze. The chair was back under the desk, perfectly aligned, exactly how I had just left it. That's when something inside me shifted. Either I imagined the sound, or something moved and put it back. The next day, I installed a camera. Nothing fancy, just a small security camera facing the living room. Simple. Logical. Proof. That evening, I prepared. Chair pushed in. Desk aligned. I even took a photo on my phone. Just in case. When I returned, the chair was out again, same position, same angle, like it had been measured. I pulled out my phone, opened the camera app. Rewind the footage played. The room. Still. Empty. And then the chair moved. Slowly. Inch by inch. Like something invisible was pulling it with care. Precision. There was no shadow, no reflection, no distortion, nothing there. And yet, the chair moved. I should have left. Anyone would have. But fear does something strange. Sometimes, it pulls you closer. The next night, Prometista Yedo Mayo lights off, except the glow of the monitors. For camera feeds, All angles covered. Then to 17 a.m. Every camera flickered just once, then stabilized. The bedroom. I froze. The bed moved. Not violently. Who's slightly, like someone had sat down, but I was in the living room. The bedroom camera flickered again, and for a moment, I saw something. A shape. Faint. Standing right next to the bed. Watching. I walked toward the hallway, each step heavier than the last. The air felt thick, like I was pushing through something unseen. I reached the bedroom door, paused, then pushed it open. The room was empty. Completely. Then a sound. Behind me. I turned. The door was closing on its own. Slowly. And then I saw it. A shape standing where I had just been, watching me. My heart stopped. It felt intentional, familiar. I backed away, shaking. "What do you want?" I whispered. It didn't move, didn't speak. But I felt it. It was fixing things. Something didn't make sense. I turned, looked around the room. Everything felt too precise, too right. And then I realized the chair had never been wrong. It had been moved back to how it was supposed to be. I slowly walked back, eyes locked on the monitor, and for one single frame, I saw it clearly, standing in the room. Perfectly still, looking exactly like me. But something was off. It stood straighter. More. Correct. Then the screen went black. Silence. I stood there, frozen. And then behind me a soft scrape. I didn't turn, because I already knew. The chair was moving again. But this time, I hadn't touched it. And neither had it. Which meant something else in the room was out of place. And whatever that thing was, it was about to be fixed.